I'm dancing to silence here. I'm hoping I can put some music over this and sync it up, but hey, I don't know whether it'll work. Right, this is a Magna Tube, and it's designed to fit on top of a par can, and it creates a glowing column of light which can change colour, and you know, it's just a nice feature to have on stage. And we've been using with a par can that's very directional, and so what you end up having is it's quite bright down the bottom but not very bright at the top, and the translucent end cap, the light just shines straight through it and creates a big pool of light on the ceiling, which is not really what we wanted. So what I'm going to try is, I've got these Moonbulbs. Now I'd love to demonstrate what this looks like on its own, but I haven't got the means of plugging it in just yet until I'm halfway through the construction of this. So hopefully there'll be some video inserted at this point, if I can remember during the editing, that shows what one of these looks like on its own. But the idea is that I'm going to have one of these in the base of the column and another of these suspended in the top of the column. And hopefully it will create a different kind of effect with all sort of sparkliness going on inside the column and something much more dynamic. So, well, let's see how it goes. I'm drilling the hole for the cable access, and I've set a bevel because hopefully if I get this right, I want the hole to emerge just about here inside the tube. So let's see how well I can judge this. These are magnets on the bottom. I'm going to take these off and hopefully use the screw holes, which I think are M3, to join it to the base. So that will fit on the base. They are M3 bolts, and I can now use these bolts to mark where I need to drill, hopefully. I'm just going to colour the countersink with Sharpie. I know I should have done this before I sprayed it, but it was getting dark and I wanted to spray it before I lost the light because I was doing it outside. Of course I should have done it indoors in the end, but it's sprayed okay. Right, we know that that fits. So the next thing is to put the bulb holder in the middle. I'm going to create a small channel for the wires to go under the edge here, because this screws on and there won't be any room for the wires. So we've just got to channel them under there and up through the centre. If you're wondering why I didn't just drill in further, I want to put some sort of strain relief here. So the channel is actually not going to go any further than just here. So that I've got something that I can clamp to just here. That seems to be perfect. One bit of crude strain relief, but it should work. Yay! It's working quite well. This is a 13 amp plug. Strictly speaking, I should put a lower rated fuse in here, but I'm sure I've got one somewhere. It's just a matter of finding it. But this will do for now. Stage 1 complete. I'm going to carve a channel for the cable. The cable's going to come in from the side. When I tried spraying the white spray paint outside, it came out like silly string. The temperatures were pretty much freezing and it just wouldn't work. So I had to bring the spraying indoors, which I don't like doing, but I got a much better finish. It was a little bit warmer where I was spraying. It was about 13 degrees. But after I'd sprayed it, I brought it indoors so it's properly room temperature, just to make sure it dried well. And I got a pretty good finish. After my initial problems spraying, it's come out really well, but only once I came indoors. It's just like melamine. It's a really nice finish. Quite pleased with that. So that will sit on top of the tube. Quick note about the design. This is designed for the cable to come out of the side of this and down the outside of the tube. You can see how I've recessed the cable, and this will just slot onto the top of the tube. If I wanted to, I could reroute the cable easily and it will go down the inside of the tube. However, we decided not to put the cable on the inside because you might be able to see the cable, but also the cable would then have to be wired into the bottom electrical connection as well, and that will make it very difficult to quickly change the tube back to its original form. This way it's very simple, just to take the top off and unscrew the bottom, and we're back where we started. The tube is unaltered in any way. Remove the silicone rubber top, keep that, and then we can revert it to its original form. Now, will this fit? Perfect! See, it just happens that the cable's the same thickness as the MDF, which is by design. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use electrical tape around the top of this, which isn't the most professional of finishes, but it does mean that I can revert this to its original form at any point. if I stretch this, it should conform to the I want this to look neat and professional, but I'm not sure. By stretching it, it conforms to the curve. Now a second layer immediately below that.